I feel really dumb. I thought I was live for the past, like, I don't know, 10 minutes. I thought I was live, and I was not. So, that's great. Hello, everybody, or nobody, whichever is. Alright. Now we just gotta wait for people to actually join chat. Not gonna lie, I thought I was live already, but here we are. Ah. Hold on. Bouncy Shark Man. Hi, Pear. Hi, Theory. No, sorry, Coffee. Hi, guys. Hello. Hold on. For some reason, I can't hear chat's notification sound. That's sad. Chat's notification sound's not going off. No more yippee sound effect. I just realized that I have Mushroom's name in wrong. Oh well. Alright. Right now we're just chilling, waiting for people. Sad day. No yippee sound. Mount Everest ain't got shit on me. Okay, nuts. Hi, Theory. Enjoy your mountain. Your whatever you're doing. I don't remember. I'm gonna watch stream on my TV because my phone's dying, and that might take a while. Good luck, Pear. Give me 1 sec. I will be right back. I need to get some water. Alright, we are back. Hello. Who's angry? Said I couldn't make it to join you, but might as well watch stream. Would have loved to help rank them. Yeah, sorry. Alright. Let's get started. I see my streaming layout for my OBS for a second, because for some reason I can't screen capture Opera for some reason. I can't window capture Opera. So I had to screen capture. Hope y'all are ready. I gotta make sure this actually. Yippee! Okay. So we're going to start at the top of the list and go down. I found videos for each shark. As you can see, I have all of these tabs pinned. So we're going to watch a little video for each of the sharks. Some of them I couldn't find videos for, like, I didn't even know what to put for me, and I couldn't find a video based off of the gentian shark. So, that's a thing. But, besides that, let me figure out who the first shark is. The first shark is the frilled shark. That should be this video. Yeah, okay. Let's make sure you guys can actually hear. No, I think I have desktop audio off. Desktop audio unmuted. So, wow, that's loud. And then let me. Hold on. Yippee! The boys mentioned. Oh, did I get that in my recommends or something? Hold on, give me one sec. Let me see if I can. Shork. There we go. Alright. Let us get started. We'll see if I need to fix the audio or anything. Let us.
Here in the middle layer of the ocean,
See if I need to
slithers one of the shark world's most unusual species, the frilled shark.
Okay, you can hear.
The frilled shark is one of the most bizarre-looking creatures on the planet. It really does.
He looks like a danger noodle.
It's possible some of the myths and legends of sea serpents came
very
from
cute.
the frilled shark.
Wait, do we need subtitles?
Behind its grin is a mouth like nothing researchers have ever seen.
Dude, his teeth are like razors.
Row after row of razor sharp
hooked
teeth. 25 rows. 300 teeth. Yippee! Their victims don't stand a chance.
Yeah, they fall for his cuteness and then they get eaten. So they don't stand a chance.
They can distend their mouths open.
Oh my god.
And eat things that are more.
Look at his eye. He doesn't look real. He looks like a cartoony little feller. I'd boop the snoot. You'd boop the snoot and then lose your hand. So good luck with that.
More than half their body length.
Ooh, they're
And then
long
its digestive
boys.
system also expands.
They are
like, kinda like a snake,
snakes.
so that it can
Oh,
take in a really big piece of prey and then slowly digest it down its tract.
don't eat his eyes. He'll
Check
eat
this out.
you.
I'm going to show you how I
No!
afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right, $118 for car insurance.
Shut up.
That's how much I was paying. Okay, I picked up the car.
Oh, that was the entire video? Wait. Hold on. Let's watch. That distance of my must be insane.
Here in the middle layer of the ocean slithers one of the shark world's most unusual species, the frilled shark.
The frilled shark is one of the most bizarre-looking creatures on the planet. It really does look like an alien. It's possible
You
some of the
ads.
myths and
I agree.
legends of sea serpents came from the frilled shark.
Behind its grin is a mouth like nothing researchers have ever seen. Row after row of razor-sharp hooked teeth. 25 rows. 300 teeth. Their victims don't stand a chance.
They can distend their mouths open and eat things that are more than half their body length. And then its digestive system also expands, kind of like a snake, so that it can take in a really big piece of prey and then slowly digest it down its tract.
Okay, hold on. I lost chat. Completely lost chat. Hold on. Ah, no, don't do that. Let me open this link. There we go. Okay, so shark noodle, danger noodle, shark. I like that. What do we think? What do we think? Gills look edible. The entirety of him looked edible, but that's evil. Lava spilling out the gills. I do not think that was lava. Was that lava? Is that true? Or am I just being gullible? A tier. Yeah, I feel like didn't really catch my attention much, but he was a very silly, cute looking goober. I'm gonna put him at A tier for now. Okay. Next. Oh boy, this guy yells a little bit.
It's the northernmost shark species, thriving in the chilly waters of the North Atlantic. And its
Maybe
flesh is
B? I could see B. He's like cute, but that's about it.
poisonous.
I mean, it's
I'm
cool.
Jonathan Bird, and this is Shark Academy.
Hi, Jonathan Bird. Oh, look at the goobers. Oh!
Greenland sharks mostly eat fish, but they sometimes catch seals, and a few odd animals have been found in their stomachs, including a reindeer.
YouTuber
An
accent.
entire reindeer in the
Wait, this isn't even the right shark. What is happening? Next is supposed to be the goblin shark. Zebra shark, basking shark, pajama shark, lantern shark, pocket shark. These aren't in order. Where's the goblin shark? They're not in order. Where's the saw? The saw shark. Nope, this is. Wait, is it? Yeah.
The smallest gas.
No, it's not. Bro.
The name saw shark,
Nope. Thresher.
the zebra shark, is a medium.
Stop it. Basking shark.
The pajama
I was
shark.
doing so good. I was doing so good. There was no issues. Lantern shark, chain shark, walking shark,
Most of the
pocket shark,
It's
blue shark, walking shark. What? Where's the goblin shark? Are you kidding me? Hold on. Let me send this to myself. Dude, I was doing so well at no problems at all. Where did it go? Hold on. Copy link.
We're all guilty of the old one-trip wonder.
Hold on.
The name Saw
Oh, it is in here. Whatever. Whatever. We found it. Desktop 1. Oh my god. Guys, I'm doing so good. Alright, here we are. Let's go.
The name saw shark refers to species that are part of the order Pristiaphoriformes. These sharks are named for their long snouts that have sharp teeth protruding from each side. They are found in shallow waters in temperate regions and deeper water in the tropics. They often travel in schools at the bottom of the ocean. Large spiracles on top of the head assist with respiration. Saw sharks are often confused with sawfish, which are a type of ray. Sawfish have larger pectoral fins, gill slits on the underside of the head, and no barbels. They reach about 7 feet long. Saw sharks have 5 or 6 gill slits on their sides, 2 dorsal fins, and 2 long sensory barbels are located midway on the rostrum. Saw sharks grow to about 5 feet long.
Wait, he looks adorable in this picture. That is so derpy looking. But also he looks like he's been stolen out of a horror movie. He looks like analog a lot.
The
Ooh, I
teeth
can't
on a
wish.
saw shark typically alternate between large and small.
That's so freaky. Look at his teeth. Look at his teeth. Oh my god.
Saw sharks typically feed on fish, squid, and crustaceans. They use their saws to detect prey. This is aided by the thousands of tiny ampullary pores located on the upper side of the saw and underneath the saw. These pores are part of their special sensing organs called electroreceptors. They cruise the bottom, using their barbels and electroreceptors to detect prey buried in the sediment. Then they cripple their prey with the saw by slashing back and forth.
I
Their
love
saws
him.
may
He looks like a villain cartoon. He does look like a little. This is about as tall as one of the triplets. Oh, years. I love him. He looks like a villain cartoon. He really does.
easily become tangled
Evil
in
little
fishing
feller.
gear. Saw sharks reach reproductive maturity at about 2 years of age.
Oh my god. He does look like a cartoon villain.
They bear live young. Young are typically born during winter in shallow coastal areas after a 12-month gestation period. Species like the common saw shark and the southern saw shark have been observed to produce about 5.
He's so incredibly derpy that it is. What was the. I need to be retaught how to speak English. He's so incredibly derpy.
5 to 20 pups per litter, and likely breed only every.
Electroreceptors make me think it identifies the things through the vibration or electricity.
Second year. The rostral teeth emerge before birth, but the teeth lie flat against the snout until after birth. Saw sharks are sometimes utilized as
Same
food,
footage.
and they may be sold as curios.
Oh.
For more marine facts, click the subscribe button.
Let's click the why did it like in the subtitles it completely over dramatized it. Alright, how do we feel about that one? I think he was adorable. And he is very underrated in my opinion because of the bad rap he gets. What did it move it? They are so like bullied on the internet, in my opinion. Everybody like they're like what's it called? What are those fish that the blobfish? They're like the blobfish of sharks, in my opinion. I like him. I'm gonna put him at A tier. Here we are. Greenland sharks.
It's the northernmost shark species, thriving in the chilly waters of the North Atlantic. And its flesh is poisonous. I'm Jonathan Bird, and this is Shark Academy.
I don't know how I feel about you, Jonathan.
Greenland sharks mostly eat fish, but they sometimes catch seals, and a few odd animals have been found in their stomachs, including a reindeer. An entire reindeer.
How?
In the
I'm
stomach
scared.
of a Greenland shark. Bad day for Rudolph.
I don't
Research
like
has shown
you,
that the Greenland shark is
Jonathan.
one of
I'm
the
sorry.
longest lived vertebrates on Earth. We're talking over 200 years old. The flesh of the Greenland shark is poisonous. This is due to the presence of the toxin trimethylamine oxide, which,
Are you saying I can't pet him?
when eaten, breaks down
Oh,
into
when eaten.
trimethylamine,
Okay.
which produces effects similar to drunkenness.
Oh.
Yet, in spite of this, the Greenland shark is still a popular food in Iceland and Greenland. No surprise there. Yeah, man, Greenland shark. In spite of the fact that the Greenland
What?
shark is really big and likes to eat marine mammals,
Uber.
you'll never believe how many attacks there are on humans. 0. The reason
I'm
why?
unsurprised.
The water's just too cold to swim in. Many Greenland sharks have a strange and particular parasite attached to one or both corneas. It's a kind of copepod that actually eats the cornea tissue on sleeper sharks and Greenland sharks. Nobody knows why this copepod goes after shark eyeballs. And even though it probably does affect the vision of the Greenland shark, it doesn't seem to keep them from being able to find food. Well, that's the Greenland shark. If you want to know more about Greenland sharks, you should check out the expedition I did to film them. Click the link below.
Nah, I'm good. But, huh. It's interesting that they're like, hold on. that the little guy is attaching to their eyes. Is there the blind poisonous baby should be a S tier. Put the fries in the bag, bruh. I'm not biased at all. You're the one who added him. The poor baby doesn't have any eyesight. Or maybe he does? I don't know. The poor baby. I'm gonna put him at A tier. Like, who's next? Is he next? Let me make sure that we're actually going in order, because I can't tell. Did I put the right shark up there? Yeah, I did. Oh, come on. Next is... oh, the Wabagong. Not 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 the Wabagong. Why are these so out of order?
Angel shark.
No. Not yet. What even is some of this? Where is he? We're missing videos. Wabagong. There we go. If you give me an ad, I might die.
This is
Okay.
the Wabagong, a carpet shark. See those fleshy flaps around its head? That's not seaweed. It's actually modified skin flaps that look like algae and swaying seagrass. This
Oh.
amazing camouflage lets this shark blend perfectly with the seafloor, like a living lumpy rug. Can you spot it? Unlike most sharks, they don't constantly swim. They wait, motionless, for a careless fish or crustacean to wander by. And then bam! The Wabagong lunges with surprising speed. Its powerful jaws are equipped with rows of sharp, needle-like teeth that snap shut with incredible force. So escape is almost impossible. But the Wabagong's appetite isn't limited to just fish and crustaceans. These opportunistic predators are known to take down even other sharks. Their
Holy crap.
impressive jaws and teeth allow them to tackle prey much larger than you might expect, including smaller shark species.
Wowzers. I like the mossy baby. I don't know why, but this
This
one
is the
makes me think of cats. This one is very cat-like to me for some reason. I like him. Where is he? Where is he? Here he is. I think I might be like too biased because I just like sharks. I like the Wabagong a lot. He's very dumb and silly. Yippee! Who's next? Look at them chompers. They're so strong. And they look so dumb. Okay, after the Wabagong is the Whirl Shark. Oh, I see. This guy.
Gastropods to whole galaxies. The
Hold
spy
on. This one might be a cool video.
from the smallest gastropods to whole galaxies. The spiral is a shape that we see again and again in our natural world. One place you wouldn't expect to find it, however, is in the toothy mouth of a giant extinct shark-like fish that lived over 250 million years ago. This is Helicoprion.
Ooh.
Hi, I'm Talialoe Mary, and you're watching Paleologic. Today, we're talking about the extinct shark-like fish, the Helicoprion.
Wow.
Helicoprion was a huge cartilaginous fish. It was about twice the size of a great white shark, though it was much narrower by comparison and had fewer fins. Helicoprion would have swum around sometime in the Permian period, from around 300 to 250 million years ago. Helicoprion fossils have been found in Asia, Europe, the Americas, and Australia, indicating that these creatures were swimming all over the globe. Although it resembled sharks and was a predator, Helicoprion wasn't actually closely related to sharks at all.
Really?
The starkest difference from sharks is, of course, the circular saw of razor-sharp teeth on its face. These spirals of teeth, called tooth whorls, are almost all that remain of these creatures, with about 100 examples existing in collections around the world. Because Helicoprion skeletons were made primarily of cartilage, like sharks, most of their tissues would disintegrate before they had a chance to be preserved in time. Even in the rare case when cartilage is preserved, overzealous paleontologists of the past would often unknowingly hack through that fossilized cartilage to get to those sexy tooth whorls below. As with most extinct creatures we've covered on this channel so far, debates around classification have remained hot since Helicoprion's first discovery in 1886 in Western Australia.
I'm back. Welcome back.
At the time, the fish scientists who found it believed Helicoprion to simply be a new species of Edestis, another genus of extinct cartilaginous fish. Most recently, Helicoprion has been classified as part of the group Holocephali. The only living members of this group are today's chimeriforms, also known as ratfish or chimeras. In 1899, a Russian geologist discovered a fragment of this famous buzzsaw jaw in Kazakhstan. He knew for sure that he had found a new genus of fish. What he didn't know was where exactly this tooth whorl fit on the fish in question. Initially, he assumed it was curled up like a party blower at the end of Helicoprion's snout.
That explains the image.
Which is why he named this fish Helicoprion, which literally translates to spiral jaw. This whirl was so weird that it left scientists scratching their heads about the sea's jankiest jaws for over a century. Some scientists hypothesized that the whirl grew out of the upper back or fin, unfurling as part of a defensive display. Others thought it might have attached to the tail or lower down on the back. Almost a decade after its first discovery, a Helicoprion preserved in a more natural position was discovered, and showed that the whirl definitely came from the mouth. Whether it came from the upper or lower jaw was still up for debate. And just where it fit in the mouth was another source of wild speculation. Some thought it would curl out and downward, while others imagined it would sit where the tongue should be, or even at the back of the throat. What we understand today about Helicoprion can be attributed to the fossil of a crushed individual, which was found in 1950 in Idaho. This whorl has a diameter of 23 centimeters and contains 117 serrated teeth. It's the only example we have where the endoskeletal elements around it remained intact. Today, we're pretty sure that Helicoprion's toothy swirl was located in its lower jaw and was likely used for feeding. We also know that this whirl had a handful of novel adaptations that made Helicoprion truly unique. First of all, like modern sharks, which have teeth that are endlessly replaced throughout their lives, Helicoprion were constantly producing new teeth. This, however, is where the similarity to shark teeth abruptly ends. Unlike modern sharks, which have rows of parallel teeth on either sides of their upper and lower jaws, Helicoprion only had teeth on the bottom, and they were produced in a little tooth factory at the back of the jaw near where the upper and lower jaws meet. These teeth grew forward along the midline of the mouth, where you'd expect the tongue to be like a dental conveyor belt, and thick cartilage supported the tooth roll on either side. Unlike modern sharks, which can lose dozens of teeth in a month, Helicoprion never lost their teeth. Instead, they grew frontwards and down, circling back on themselves and eventually turning into that classic tooth whirl they are famous for today. The more evolutions of the whirl, the older the individual. Helicoprion likely used its spiralizer teeth to eat soft-bodied prey like squid and small fish. With a total lack of upper teeth, each tooth of the whirl had a specific role in slicing and dicing. The front teeth likely hooked and dragged prey into the mouth, the middle teeth were for cutting and piercing, and the back teeth, which were angled backwards, pushed its meal back into the throat. Thanks to the clues its teeth have given us, Helicoprion are now divided into 3 distinct species. Helicoprion davisi had stout little teeth that were widely spaced with tall cutting surfaces. Helicoprion bessanoi, by contrast, had narrow, closely spaced teeth with short cutting surfaces. Helicoprion ergasamenon was like a combo of the other two, with narrow, closely spaced teeth and tall cutting surfaces. Even though Helicoprion caused scientists to spiral for over a century, at least now we have a better understanding of this extinct fish, thanks to its toothy whirl. So what should we talk about next? Please let us know in the...
Okay. He is so freaking cool. That is so awesome. I actually want to know more about that one. Spiral. Made me spiral. Not quite a shark, but very cool. I see. Yeah, technically not exactly a shark, but still very cool. And very intriguing. We do appreciate their spiral mouth, and I wonder if it, like, did it move? Did the spiral move? Because they said it kept growing in. Did the teeth move inwards? It's really interesting. I love how... I love how their jaw is all shaped weird. And they're very funky. It's interesting seeing how different people imagine a species to look when you don't know much about it. It's nice seeing everybody's interpretations. I think I'm gonna put them in A tier. I would put them in S tier, but they're not actually a shark. So, oops. A tier they go. Alright. Next should be the thresher. Oh, that's the sawfish again? The thresher shark. Alright.
Thresher shark.
S for spiral.
Sharks can be easily identified by the long upper lobe of their caudal fin. The lobe is nearly equal to their body length. There are 3 living species of thresher shark. They are globally distributed in tropical and temperate waters. They are mostly seen near the surface, but their depth range depends on the species. Thresher sharks must keep swimming in order to keep oxygenated water flowing over their gills. The largest, called the common thresher, can grow to 20 feet long.
Wow.
A thresher shark's long caudal fin is used to herd and stun schools of fish, which make up most of their diet. They use their tail fin to herd schooling fish like herring by swimming in circles before striking the fish with their tail. Thresher sharks usually strike from above, allowing them to stun multiple fish at a time. They whip their tail at an average speed of 30 miles per hour.
That's insane.
Sometimes they hunt in groups or pairs. Despite their strength, thresher sharks are shy and harmless to
They're
humans.
shy?
Their meat and fins have commercial value. Their hides are used for leather, and their liver oil can be processed for vitamins.
No.
They are also fished recreationally. Their tails sometimes get caught on hooks after they whip their tail at live bait. One species, the
God, I'm
pelagic
super
thresher
amazed.
shark,
What?
is listed as endangered.
Look at
Thresher
him.
sharks are ovoviviparous, meaning that
I literally cannot. They're shy. They're shy. Look at that face. You can see it on their face. Look at the babies.
embryos receive nourishment from a yolk sac and live birth is given. Females give birth after about 9 months. They only have a few young at a time. Size at birth is variable, but
He's
newborn
just a
thresher sharks
baby.
are typically about 5 feet
Oh
long.
god, young
Young threshers tend to
beautiful
remain close
as
to
babies.
the coast. Females grow larger
It's me if I
than
was a
males.
shark. Real.
They can live up to 50 years.
Just make it green.
For more marine facts, click the subscribe button.
Click the subscribe button. But yeah, they are so cute. Hunter shepherd sharks. Look at my little feller. He is so adorable. I love the thresher sharks. I actually knew a bunch about thresher sharks even before this, so yeah, you could say I know a lot or something. But anyways, for real though, he's so adorable. I think can you like okay, anyways. I might be like biased, but I'm putting him at the top because he's just a cute little feller. Alright, who's next? The zebra shark. Is this the right one? Hold on. S tier 100%. Hooray. Dang it. Oh, my eye is. Okay. Zebra shark is next.
The zebra shark is a medium-sized carpet shark that can be found in the subtropical and tropical waters of the Red Sea and coastal areas of the Western Pacific and Indian Oceans. They inhabit shallow waters down to about 200 feet deep. Juveniles tend to be found in deeper waters.
Look at him! Look at him! He's so baby! He's so baby!
Than adults. They are often seen on and around coral and rocky reefs, resting on the bottom or slowly swimming around. In adults, prominent ridges run along the sides of the body. Like all bottom-dwelling sharks, they have the ability to pump water over their gills so they can breathe while resting. They are usually solitary,
Oh my
but they
god,
may
he
also
looks like
form
an idiot.
aggregations of 20 to 50 individuals. They sometimes enter brackish water. Zebra sharks feed on animals like mollusks, crustaceans, and small fish, primarily at night. They capture prey hidden in the sand by sucking it up like a vacuum cleaner. Barbels on the snout help them search for prey. A zebra shark's flexible body allows it to squirm into narrow crevices and reef channels in search of food. Female zebra sharks release their eggs in tough capsules that are anchored to the seafloor by tufts of fibers. The shark embryo will develop inside the egg case, nourished by a rich yolk. The average size at birth is about 12 inches long. Zebra sharks get their common name from the stripes they exhibit during their juvenile stage. Juveniles are dark brown with white zebra-like stripes, but adults are tan with brown leopard-like spots. As a zebra shark grows bigger, the skin pattern changes and the stripes are replaced with spots. Juvenile patterns may mimic those of venomous banded sea snakes, deterring predators. Adults typically grow between 4 and 8 feet long. Their tail is nearly as long as the body itself. They can live over 28 years in aquariums. Zebra sharks are displayed in aquariums around the world. They are considered to be relatively harmless to humans. They are vulnerable to being captured both directly and indirectly by various fisheries. They are used for their fins, meat, and cartilage. For more marine facts, click the subscribe button.
Cute little goober. But also, they look so petable. And I think that it's really cool that their tail's so long. I'm not very good at
Grow
commentary.
between 4 and 8 feet long.
Ah. Also, it's interesting that their pattern changes as they grow. I wonder what that would look like an in-between stage. Oh, what is happening? It's very cool. Yippee! Also, why is he on the concrete? I'm scared. I think A or S tier. Alright, I'm gonna put it at A tier. Let's put it at A tier. Okay, who is next? Next is Lemon Shark. This is the wrong shark. 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 Okay, I don't think it's in here. Let me find the video that I saved. Found it. Oh, there we go.
Now we gotta go help people customize
No,
and save
not
hundreds
ads.
with Liberty Mutual. Maybe where's the golf cart? There it is.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Lemon sharks get their name from their yellow-tinged appearance in adults. They're also known as the requiem shark. However, there is a whole family of sharks known as the requiem sharks, so we'll just stick with the name lemon shark. These fish are most often found in coastal areas, venturing to waters as deep as 300 feet. However, they are known to migrate into the open ocean, though not much information exists on this behavior. Adults live in reefs and seagrass beds. On occasion, lemon sharks venture into freshwater river mouths, though they never travel far or stay here long. Juveniles live in enclosed bays, often in mangrove forests, where they have protection from predators. Lemon sharks mate in the spring and summer. The male bites the female while mating, which is pretty common among sharks. The females are larger than the males. In size, lemon sharks average between 8 and 10 feet at maximum length. They begin breeding once they reach just over 7.5 feet in length. Lemon sharks give birth to 4 to 17 live young after a 10 to 12 month gestation period. The pups are known to have different paternal genetics, so it's believed that lemon shark females mate with multiple partners and store the sperm. Females return to the same place to give birth to their young, like sea turtles. This may be yearly, or they may take a year break between births. The pups are born live and will remain in this safe haven for about 3 years until they reach 3 feet in length and venture out into deeper waters. Lemon sharks have populations in both the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. As adults, they eat fish like eagle rays, catfish, and jacks. They may also take seabirds like gulls. Juveniles may eat more crustaceans and mollusks. These sharks, however, do not eat people. Though large, lemon sharks aren't considered dangerous to humans when left alone. There have been no recorded fatalities of a human by leopard sharks. If they do ever feel threatened, either by larger fish or other predators, lemon sharks try to make themselves look big. They even chomp their teeth so they seem more intimidating. Lemon sharks are opportunistic hunters and will take a meal that's easily available. While digesting a meal, they may not bother eating again until they get hungry. Lemon sharks can be told apart from other sharks by checking out their dorsal fins. Lemon sharks have 2 dorsal fins that are almost equivalent in size.
Wow.
Adults are not known to be predated except by humans, while juveniles may be taken by other, larger sharks and barracuda. This is why they remain in the safety of their nurseries. They may even gather in groups for protection and to hunt. Even with all of these precautions, in some areas, fewer than 50% of the pups will ever make it out of the nursery. If they do survive to breeding age, lemon sharks are believed to reach at least 30 years old in the wild. Lemon sharks are most active at twilight hours. When they do take a break, lemon sharks can stop swimming. It's a myth that all sharks need to keep swimming in order to breathe. Some sharks, lemon sharks included, can perform buccal pumping, which allows them to force water over their gills without moving.
Ow.
For more facts on lemon sharks, check out the links below.
Tortoise. Sorry, my bad. Well, if you don't already know, I am a lemon shark, so I'm just gonna put that right there. You saw nothing. I'm just gonna put that there. Anyways. Lemon sharks are very friendly once, here, hold on. Lemon shark gets jealous.
If you only know
No!
Longhorn for steak, we invite you
Hi,
to
Rose,
take another
welcome.
bite of our hand-cut.
Oh, look at his eyes. This is not the video I was looking for. Here I go. This is one of the videos I was looking for. Shut up, Dodo. Okay, so I'm not seeing. Okay, I probably could find it if I've actually looked for it. But there was this guy who was friends with this lemon shark, and anyways, just dropping in. Probably gotta go soon. Fair. Had become best friends with the lemon shark, and then the diver had to leave for a long time during COVID. And then when they came back, they still remembered them. And I think that's adorable. Don't you just love it when we live on a world where so many things want to be pet? Exactly. So lemon sharks top 10 top tier S tier best shark. Puppies of the sea. Okay. I am in the wrong. Hold on. What is next? Saw shark. No, it's not. What's next? Basking shark is next. Okay. Is this the basking shark? Yeah. That's not creepy at all.
The basking shark is the second largest shark after the whale shark. It can grow to more than 30 feet long. And just like the whale shark, it's a filter feeder. These slow sharks sweep the oceans of krill, plankton, and fish eggs.
Oh, that does not look good. That looks disgusting.
With their enormous mouths gaping, they can filter over 2,000 tons of water per hour. Average cruising speed, around 2 knots. Even though they have long been hunted by humans for the oil in their livers, and in Asia for their tremendous fins, basking sharks don't appear to show any fear of humans or watercraft. But then again, weight for weight, they have the smallest brain of any shark we know of.
The smallest brain!
But the basking shark has a few little weird surprises for anybody who wants to write them off as dumb and
Cleaning
slow.
out all the gunk for us with the this big basket. Wow.
This rare video captures a basking shark breaching just like its high-speed cousins. It may be trying to rid itself of pesky skin-eating parasites. Basking sharks have also been seen rolling in the surf, scraping themselves on rocks, possibly for the same reason. An ingenious solution to the problem, and possible proof that even this ocean grazer has a lot more going on than we usually give sharks credit for.
Okay, that was amazing. The big feller's cleaning the ocean for us. Hey! And he's just a little dumb little creature. He's just a dumb little creature. He's just a little dumb little creature. I'm putting him in A tier. He's just cleaning the ocean for us. Number 1 pink liker larper here. Real. He's just cleaning the ocean for us. She's just cleaning the ocean for us. Alright. Next up, we have not this one. We have the leopard shark next. How did I fail this badly? Is this the leopard shark? Hold on. Found it. Alright.
These hound sharks live along coasts of the eastern Pacific from Oregon to the Gulf of California. They are mostly found in shallow coastal waters from 13 to 65 feet deep, though they have been spotted as deep as...
I skipped whose vid- Ooh!
These hound sharks...
Who did I skip? I'm doing them in order of when they were sent, so I'm doing the one that came next. I'm gonna do them all, don't worry, I'm not skipping any of them. I'm just clicking I'm doing it in order so that I have an easier time finding them. Alright.
Live along coasts of the eastern Pacific from Oregon to the Gulf of California. They are mostly found in shallow coastal waters from 13 to 65 feet deep, though they have been spotted as deep as 300 feet and may swim further away from the coast. Leopard sharks prefer sandy or muddy bottom areas in and around estuaries, which are partially enclosed areas of water into which at least one river flows, meaning they're brackish water places. Some leopard sharks prefer to stay in mostly the same place, while others may travel in nomadic groups, which can include other hound sharks as well as rays, who are related to sharks. In size, leopard sharks reach up to 6 feet in length, though most don't reach this. Female leopard sharks are larger than males. However, all leopard sharks are harmless to humans. They're often described as timid. There are no documented cases of a human being killed by a leopard shark, and, in fact, a person is in more danger by eating this shark than by being eaten by this shark. Leopard sharks, as predators that swim towards the top of the food chain, accumulate mercury in their bodies, which can make their meat poisonous to consume. These sharks are bottom feeders and eat invertebrates like crabs, shrimp, and octopuses, though larger individuals may also go after fish such as perch and bat rays. Their teeth are arranged in an overlapping pattern, giving them the nickname pavement-toothed. They've also been observed taking only chunks out of a meal and leaving the rest, not unlike the cookie-cutter shark we've discussed in a previous video. In turn, leopard sharks are predated by marine mammals and larger sharks like white and seven-gill sharks. These sharks are slow-growing. Males don't begin breeding until 7 to 13 years of age, while females take even longer, not producing a litter until 10 to 15 years old. What's more, on average, the females only live to be about 20, while males may reach 24. Currently, they're listed as least concern, but they're also protected from fishing practices that could harm their numbers, so they're a great example of how conservation can maintain a species population. Female leopard sharks gestate for about 10 to 12 months depending on the water temperature. They keep their eggs inside their body until the eggs hatch, at which point the female gives birth to live young. She may have anywhere from 4 to more than 30 pups, or shark babies, at a time, and will immediately find a new partner with which to mate after giving birth. Though she leaves her babies from birth, she leaves them in a safe place where the water is warm, full of food, and free from predators. There is another shark commonly referred to as the leopard shark. However, it's also commonly known as the zebra shark. We've decided to save zebra sharks for their own episode, as I'm sure you all may be curious why a shark obviously covered in spots is named after a distinctly striped animal. So be sure to stay tuned.
We know why.
Thank you to our patrons, SpikeSpiegel93, Dad, and everyone else for their support of this channel.
Dad?
Thank you to Bella.
Alright. Little goober. Also, more poisonous sharks, yes, as per Coffee's enjoyment. Romy, what was your shark? We'll do that one next so that you can don't have to stay the entire time since you have stuff to do. And then it's, I think he's okay. Your shark is the walking shark, I think. I think it's the walking shark. Leopard sharks are an A or S tier. You're okay. Let's do the leopard, the walking shark next, so that walking shark.
Scientists in far north Australia have made a startling new
In
discovery
Australia,
that has to be seen to be believed. At just 9 million years old, the epaulet shark is the youngest shark species on the planet.
wow.
And look what it can do.
Is he actually walking? Look at him move with his little feet.
It has thick, round, muscular fins that it can bend and use like legs.
Oh my god. Oh my god, look at this goober.
Now, this shark takes this behavior one step further.
No way. Guys, is this me?
Make that many steps.
What? Wait, I love this goober.
The largest epaulet shark is 3 feet long. It's a hardy animal that can tolerate water so hot it would kill any other fish.
He's walking.
On land, it slows its breathing and heart rate, allowing it to survive for an hour or even longer without any water at all.
Holy crap.
The epaulet shark may be different from a great white or a bull shark, but it's evidence of evolution. Just like whales were once land animals that returned to the ocean, sharks may evolve one day to come onto land.
Oh my god. Yes, S tier instantly. That is so cool. Where are you? Here it is. That is incredibly awesome. Mildly scary, but also really cool. That is uber cool. I appreciate that a lot. Walking shark, just like me for real. Okay, let's see. Who's actually next? Is this right order? The pajama shark. This one. Okay.
Shark is a small, longitudinally striped cat. The pajama shark is a small, longitudinally striped cat shark that is found on the South African coast. The shark is endemic to this area, meaning that it is found nowhere else in the world. It is common across its range. The body of a pajama shark has 2 dorsal fins on top, with the second fin being smaller than the first. Short nasal barbels are located on the snout. The shark's narrow eyes are higher on the head than in many other cat shark species. Pajama sharks are typically found on or near the seafloor, or in caves and crevices. They inhabit shallow waters down to 350 feet deep. They prefer rocky areas where there are plenty of caves for shelter. They are usually active at night, resting by day. They feed on a variety of fish and marine invertebrates. When there is an abundance of food nearby, such as during the squid breeding season, pajama sharks will hunt by day as well. They ambush their prey since they are relatively sluggish swimmers. A shark will hide, sometimes among the beds of squid eggs.
Okay, that tail looks like he has legs in it. That tail looks like a mermaid tail, and it's like weird because it feels like it's
And
legs.
when a squid comes down to spawn, it will dart out and grab the squid.
Yummy
Pajama
squid.
sharks can grow up to 43 inches long. Female pajama sharks lay egg cases in pairs. The egg case pairs can be laid year-round. The egg cases take several months to hatch.
Interesting.
Newborn sharks are about 5.5 inches long upon hatching. Pajama sharks are harmless to humans.
Those egg cases are
They are
huge.
sometimes used as lobster bait or sold for the aquarium trade.
Oh no.
When a pajama shark is scared, it will roll into a ball.
It rolls into a ball? It rolls into a ball. It rolls into a ball. I can't say anything more than that. It rolls into a ball. Okay, so for the lantern shark, it was asked to be a dwarf lantern shark, but there wasn't anything I couldn't find any videos about the dwarf lantern shark, so we're just doing the lantern shark. But we can look at some images of the dwarf lantern shark. Oh my gosh. That is, oh my god, he's adorable. He's just a baby. Can we look at pics of, yes, we can. What shark was that again? Pajama shark? Curled up. Oh my god. It's just a baby. That is so cute. That is adorable. I had to move it. Look at this guy. Oh god, what was that?
Halfway through its expedition, the Willwatch is almost 1,000 miles from land, and the alien sharks keep coming up from the depths.
Alien sharks.
There we go. What we have here is a southern lantern shark. So, like their name implies, they can generate light through bioluminescence. So you can see these guys, they do have some sizable spines, and then they have this bioluminescence along their spines, and that just kind of highlights their spines to predators. Be like, hey, I have spines, don't try to eat me.
The lantern shark is one of only 3 types of shark that can produce its own light, the result of a chemical reaction within the shark's skin cells.
The way they do it is through a pigment that oxidizes and actually creates light.
Yes,
It's a
glow-in-the-dark
natural
shark.
form of light.
The shark's spines light up. to
Sorry,
ward off
my bad. I
predators.
ate a glow stick.
Patches on its sides glow to coordinate movement within densely packed schools.
Sorry, I ate
But
glow
its
stick.
ability to generate a blue-green belly light is the most
Oh my
remarkable
god, that's
adaptation
so
of
cool.
all, allowing it to vanish from sight.
Yeah, you know what's odd? If something's free, people just can't resist it. Doesn't matter what it is.
Wow, is that pink shirt free? Yeah.
That was so cool. They're so adorable. Octonaut. Sorry, my bad. My bad. Ah. They glow in the dark. My bad. A glow stick. A glow stick. They're so pretty. I have new headkins for Coffee the Mer Wizard. Hey dear. Alright, who's next? This is the chain cat shark. Oh, I didn't find a full video about like everything about them, just this small one of some guy petting one. That was all I could find. So they're probably a carpet shark. But anyways, they're very cute. And they're petable, so I'm gonna put them in B tier because we don't know enough about them to say much. We already watched the walking shark. Okay. Pocket shark. Hold on, let me make sure we're actually watching this in the right order. German shark, dwarf, chain shark. Next is the tiger shark. Where do you watch the walking shark? No shark. We do not have tiger shark video. Hold on. Tiger shark. Why are so many sharks named after, like, cats? Let me share this video. All right. Whoa.
Tiger sharks are one of the largest predatory sharks on the planet. They feed off an extensive menu. Whales, birds, even other sharks. But there's one delicacy that takes more effort than others. Sea turtles.
The turtles!
So how much jaw power does it take to crunch through their tough shells? Here in the Bahamas, Brock and the team are about to find out.
Ooh.
Facing up to the jaws of a tiger shark is strictly for pros.
I'm definitely a pro.
Brock has spent
I've
almost
talked to
2
many
decades
tiger
diving.
sharks before in my life. They're a little aggressive, so I don't tend to hang out with them very often, but I'm very much a pro.
With these sharks. He knows the best way to stay safe is to take things slow.
This first dive, we're gonna go down. We're not gonna bring the bite force gauge. We're just gonna see what tigers are here, come back up, and we'll get some more backup support in terms of safety, and we'll grab the bite force gauge. What could go wrong?
This area is known as Tiger Beach, and it quickly lives up to its name. These tiger sharks are used to diver interactions. They're not shy. Brock will need to stand his ground.
There's 2 tigers coming right on me right now.
The sharks know where the food is kept.
Little snack for my girl.
Tibbet!
It doesn't take long for other sharks to sniff out a free meal. And nobody is waiting in line.
Tibbet!
Oh, they won't even let me get set. Oh, look at how big she is. Gotta eat the drum. Ooh.
If ever a scene needed a don't try this at home warning, this is it.
Tip it! Tip that shark.
Brock manages the situation by guiding the sharks away from the bait to help them settle and relax. But it's not the easy trial run Brock had hoped for.
Oh. New tiger just arrived.
Gosh.
3 tigers on the drum right now. The tigers are non-stop down here. Just a conveyor belt of tigers.
The more sharks, the more they compete for Brock's attention.
4 tigers right here. Tiger.
These tigers don't like to wait their turn, so a lot of the times you'll get 4 coming in at once, and you don't even have enough arms to keep them all off of you.
Brock has an underwater safety team at his side. But with this many sharks around, staying in control is still a tough job.
It's getting kind of crazy down here. I think we should move.
By taking the food into a more open area, there's more time to see where the sharks are approaching from and react.
Alright guys, we got quite a few targets now. They're feeding quite nicely. I think we give the bite force gauge a go.
Alrighty, thank you.
If these sharks can crunch through a turtle shell, what will they do to the bite force gauge?
Yikes. He got jump scared by that guy. Well, that did not finish, but that was very interesting. As I said earlier, because I'm a shark expert. Tiger sharks are kind of aggressive and needy with not wanting to take their turns and share. So it's a little annoying, but they're cute. So at least I've got that. So I'm gonna put them in B tier because they're too aggressive for my taste. I'm not eating them, by the way. Okay, who is next? Is the pocket shark actually next, or is it a lie? No, it's not. Okay, it's not next. I need to get the next video. Wait, what is actually next? Huh. Oh. That's weird. Hold on. The epaulet shark is the walking shark. Surprise, surprise. So we have gotten walking shark suggested 3 times. So that is, I mean, sharks are a good source of protein in the ocean. They make a good soup. That's not very nice. I am not eating sharks. I would never eat a shark. What the heck? Anyways.
The time, sharks are depicted as ferocious creature. Most of the time, sharks are depicted as ferocious creature.
Pocket sharks
to be
next.
fair, shark bites are dangerous.
Hi, Rose.
And casualties have happened. However, I'm pretty
Are
sure
you
most of
a
you have
deer?
known that there are various kind of sharks that are, let's just say, looks weird for a shark. There are goblin shark, megamouth shark, frilled shark, wobbegong, and even the relatively famous yet unknown like viper dogfish. Another one, which is obvious because it is the title of this video after all, is the pocket shark. Some of you might have heard of this shark before, but I
It
don't
looks like a
see
tiny
many people
whale.
talking about it. So, let me bring up the question. What exactly is pocket shark? Pocket shark is, of course, a shark. It's classified in the Squaliformes order, which also includes some weird sharks like the rough sharks and sleeper sharks. More specifically, they are classified in Dalatidae family,
Look
also
at
known as
them.
kitefin sharks.
Oh, there's
All
the dwarf.
of these sharks are small. Well,
at Walden University, we get the W.
Oh my god, their avatar is
course
a
for
deer.
change.
That's adorable.
USA Facts
Stop!
believes government data should be easy to access, understand, and use. Public data belongs to
relatively that is. and a lot of them are weird. Also, relatively, that is. Pocket sharks are sharks in the genus Molluscoma, and there are two species of pocket sharks: the original pocket shark, Molluscoma parini, and Molluscoma mississippiensis, the new species. Well, relatively new, at least. There's a lot of relatives in this video, huh? Anyway, we discovered the original pocket shark back in 1979. The specimen was collected from the Nazca submarine ridge in the Southeast Pacific Ocean, off the coast of Chile, and the research article was published in 1984. Years later, we discovered another specimen in the Gulf of Mexico. To be precise, that was back in 2010. The discovery itself was made accidentally, as a midwater survey of the northern Gulf of Mexico was conducted by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. It was actually done as part of sperm whale research. To be precise, to explore possible fish and invertebrate prey associated with sperm whale aggregation around the area. The preliminary research article was published back in 2015. After some more thorough research on the specimen, it was found to be a new species and finally published back in 2019, being assigned the common name of American pocket shark. And yes,
look at him.
Those two are the only specimens we have on this genus. Not species, by the way, specimens. We only got one specimen for each species, and there's only two species. So yeah, we technically don't have enough specimens to make sure what we determine about their taxonomy is true. But it is what it is for now, until we get some more specimens, that is. Oh, by the way, Molluscoma means soft scale, because their scales are apparently soft, while Parini is taken from Russian ichthyologist called Nikolai Vasilevich Parin, and Mississippiensis means from Mississippi, in recognition of the vast North American Mississippi River Basin, a biologically and geographically rich region that nurtures Gulf of Mexico fauna and unites diverse culture. I take that straight from the publication, by the way, no paraphrasing as you can see on the screen. The right pectoral fin of the American pocket shark was cut to be used for molecular analysis, and it showed that they are grouped together with Isistius, which is the cookie cutter shark, and the Latias, which is the kitefin shark. Anyway, next, let's talk about their morphology. But before that, as far as we know, pocket sharks are relatively small. The American pocket shark specimen was only 14.2 centimeters, but that's an immature male. The original pocket shark specimen was an adult female with around 40 centimeters length. But of course, because those two are the only specimen we have, we can't exactly be sure about their average size. Well, there's technically no average if each species only has one specimen after all. Oh, by the way, their size doesn't have anything to do with why they are called pocket shark. It's not a pocket-sized shark. They are called pocket shark because they have this pocket gland behind their pectoral fin. They have dark coloration. This and their oval shape makes them somewhat similar to a sperm whale, especially when looking at their rounded bulbous snout. They have a pair of pectoral fins, two low dorsal fins positioned towards the back, a pair of pelvic fins, and no anal fin. All of these fins don't have spine. It is noted that their scales are smooth among sharks, and this is their denticles. The right image is identical of the sharks that you are used to. So yeah, you could probably see why pocket shark scales are said to be smooth. Their nostrils, eyes, and spiracles are all relatively on the same level, position-wise I mean.
Green.
In case you didn't know, shark spiracles function as water entrance during respiration. They have a somewhat rectangular subterminal mouth, equipped with relatively small teeth. They have 5 gill slits. And yeah, that's their general morphology. Now, I would like to show you the comparison between the two species. Unfortunately, I couldn't exactly do that, simply because, as far as I know, there is no image of the original pocket shark. Even the researchers who published the American pocket shark cannot make a direct comparison between the two specimens, because the original specimen is not available. Perhaps because the original specimen was dissected for anatomy analysis, but I'm not sure. What the researcher did was simply compare the American pocket shark specimen to the description published in the original publication. So let's just do that. The relatively easy to spot difference between the two species is the presence of these photophores on the ventral side of the American pocket shark. The original publication did not mention any photophores, so we could assume that the original pocket shark doesn't have these. Another relatively easy to observe difference is the presence of pit organ. This is located posterior to the lower jaw. Notice the circular structure here? Let me show you the illustration instead if that one is not easily noticeable. And here is a closer look to the structure. Oh, I should emphasize the fact that this is putative. We don't exactly know whether this is an actual pit organ or not, but it does resemble a pit organ at least. In case you didn't know, in sharks and rays, pit organ is a tiny mechanosensory organ that can detect water movement and vibration. Moving on, another difference can be found on their teeth. Their upper teeth don't have ridges, while the original pocket shark specimen apparently does. Their lower teeth have weak basal sulcus, while the original pocket shark specimen apparently have strong basal sulcus. Sulcus basically means groove, by the way. They also have different number of vertebrae. American pocket shark only has 73 total centra, while the original pocket shark has 83. Centrum is the roundest part of the vertebrae, by the way. Centra is plural. Basically, the American pocket shark have less vertebrae. In case you are wondering how do they get this information, they X-ray the specimen. That's how. And yeah, those are the noticeable diagnostic characters. Perhaps there are more, or perhaps some of these diagnostic characters is not applicable, but because of the limited specimen we have, that's what we get for now. Next.
Okay, I think this video is getting a little long for the time we have, but very awesome, very cool. I like him. I like him a lot. Oh, this was the one that we just have more than one of. Anyways, hold on. This is a pocket shark. He's very cute. Very interesting. Just kind of I think the whole thing is just because he's what's it called? Because he's so small. Oh boy, we're back to Shark Academy.
It's long and skinny like a tube and has... It's long and skinny like a tube and has huge pectoral fins because it lives in the open ocean. I'm Jonathan Bird, and this is Shark Academy.
Stop yelling at me, please.
I'm a blue shark and I got huge pectoral fins. You know why? Because sharks sink and they have to have little airplane wings to keep them from sinking. And the bigger your airplane wings, the slower you can swim. We're talking ginormous pectoral fins, so they can cruise slowly in the open ocean. That's what makes a blue shark so pelagic. A pelagic animal is an animal that lives far from shore in the open ocean where the water's really, really deep. They have no swim bladder. Straight to the bottom of the ocean if they stop swimming. And those pectoral fins, they act like airplane wings, just keeping that shark
He has a very strong
soaring
YouTube
along
cadence. He does.
without sinking way down there in the deep ocean. You might wonder, why are they called blue sharks? The back of a blue shark is very, very blue. It's iridescent blue. But you know what's weird? When you look at the underside of a blue shark, it's white. This is called countershading. Countershading is a camouflage technique used by sharks in open water, where their dorsal surface is darker and their ventral surface is lighter to help them be harder to see either from above or below. Biologists have put tags into blue sharks, and what they've learned about blue sharks is that they travel thousands of miles over the year. In fact, sharks that have been tagged in New England have turned up in Portugal and all over Europe. They've turned up in the Caribbean, and they've even come all the way around back to New England, making these huge annual migrations between pupping grounds and feeding grounds. Blue sharks are so skinny that they even make me look fat, which is really, really hard to do because I am wicked svelte, if you know what I'm saying. Blue sharks are
Please
so
never say that
skinny
again.
that they fit between the bars of most shark cages. So there's really no purpose to even being in the cage with a blue shark. It's very unlikely that a blue shark will bite you. On the internet, it said that blue sharks, they're not dangerous at all. But you know, that one time I was diving with them and they bit my finger off, that was not cool, man. I'm just kidding, it's still there. Blue sharks live in the open ocean, first of all. They're far from land. People are generally not out swimming 100 miles offshore. You don't look like food. You're a human. They eat like squid and fish and stuff. They're not interested in you. You're ugly. You smell. You swim funny.
Okay.
They don't bite people.
Oh,
Unless you're in a shipwreck, it's very
Wait,
unlikely
why do I have
you're
to
ever
worry?
even gonna
I'm not even
see
a
a blue
person.
shark. As a result, blue sharks are simply not that dangerous to people. They're almost never implicated in shark attacks. Blue sharks' whole purpose in life is to be cute. That's what they do. They're like kitty cats. Blue sharks are viviparous. Viviparous, man, viviparous! Which means that they produce live offspring. Well, that's the blue sharks. And if you like that one, don't forget to check out
Jonathan Bird, Elise Bird, Liam Bird. Does he have his family helping out on this? Seems so. Kristen Bird. Anyways. Interesting. They're very cute. They're very silly. I'm gonna put them at C tier because they're just kind of there. Alright, so now we have the sharks that aren't real. So, I didn't really know what to do with this first one or this next one because I don't know. Here, okay, so we've got Sharky. Sharky. I can't speak. Wait, spell. Sharky. Genshin Impact. So we can look at some images. This is Sharky, apparently. He seems like a Sharky. I think I don't know enough about them to, like, say anything. Don't eat people. I mean, the design's okay. I don't have enough information. And then we have, the best shark in the world, going straight up in A tier, next to lemon shark, cause that's the correct placement. Gonna close this tab. We're not even gonna, like, discuss that one, it's just, like, it goes there. Anyways.
Angel sharks are large bottom-dwelling cartilaginous fish that are distributed in warm, temperate, and tropical waters around the world. About 22 species are recognized. They favor shallow coastal and continental shelf habitats with soft sands. Angel sharks have a flattened head and body, with their eyes on top. Their broad pectoral fins give them a ray-like appearance. They typically spend the day buried in the sand and tend to be more active at night. Many species of sharks must swim to breathe. However, angel sharks have muscles that pump water over their gills and through spiracles on their heads. The spiracles are small holes. This allows angel sharks to rest on the bottom or wait to ambush prey. They feed on animals like bony fish, skates, crustaceans, and cephalopods. They have highly protrusible trap-like jaws. When a fish comes near, a buried angel shark will lunge forward and suck the prey into its huge mouth to swallow whole. Many angel shark species exhibit seasonal migrations inshore to give birth. They have a slow reproductive rate. Female angel sharks give birth to live young. After a long gestation period, depending on the species, 1 to 25 pups are born. They only give birth every 2 or 3 years. Most species grow over 3 feet long. Some may reach over 6 feet long. Angel sharks are threatened by commercial fishing. Many species, such as the common angel shark and the smoothback angel shark, are listed as critically endangered. At one point, angel sharks were widespread throughout Europe's seas. Now they are extinct from much of their former range. Because of their lie-in-wait approach to feeding, they are especially vulnerable to fishing trawls, and they are easily entangled in large mesh gill nets. Angel sharks are harmless to people unless disturbed or provoked. If disrupted, they can be aggressive and are capable of causing serious cuts with their small but sharp teeth and strong jaws.
Little guy.
For more marine facts, click the subscribe button.
Yippee! I like it. I like them.
Nobody talks about.
Whoa. Anyways, what do we think of the angel shark? I think they're cute little feller. Why are you sad? Angel shark is also in C tier. I don't know, they're just kind of exists. Sad angel. They are sad angel. Who's next? After angel shark is the bullhead shark. Bullhead shark. Alright.
Today on Animal Fact Files, we're discussing bullhead sharks, which are also known as horn sharks and pig sharks. They get the name horn shark for their large, prominent ridges over their eyes. They look like they have fewer electroreceptors than other sharks, so they don't rely on
what did I just do?
Today on Animal Fact Files, we're discussing bullhead sharks, which are also known as horn sharks and pig sharks. They get the name horn shark for their large, prominent ridges over their eyes. They look like they have big, thick horns. These fish are also known as pig sharks for their pig-like snout. Horn sharks do not need to keep moving in order to survive. They can pump oxygenated water over their gills without swimming. So it's not uncommon to see them resting at the bottom of the ocean in kelp beds, among rocks, or on sand. There are 9 living described bullhead shark species as of this recording, and they inhabit marine waters from the coasts of East Africa to islands of the Eastern Pacific. They're not present in the Atlantic Ocean. Horn sharks are nocturnal animals. They spend their days resting in caves and crevices, and their nights searching for food. These sharks are unique for their teeth. In fact, it's from their dentition that they get their scientific name. Meaning different teeth, the bullhead shark genus name perfectly describes these odd chompers. Most people think of shark teeth as big, sharp, and scary. While horn sharks do have sharp teeth, these are only present at the front of their mouth. Towards the back, their teeth become more molar-like. These molar-like teeth are perfect for crushing hard-shelled prey, such as crustaceans and mollusks. Horn sharks eat crabs, clams, bristleworms, sea urchins, and more. They have fewer electroreceptors than other sharks, so they don't rely on the sense as heavily. They're also poor swimmers, often using their pectoral fins to walk along the ocean's bottom. When they find prey, they suck it up vacuum style. Plus, they need a strong bite to crush hard shells. Some sources indicate bullhead sharks have the strongest bite force relative to body size of all recorded shark bites. While they might seem like an easy target for larger sharks, bullhead sharks have a few defenses to keep them safe from harm. These fish have 2 dorsal fins, each equipped with a sharp spine. In one observation, an angel shark swallowed a horn shark whole, only to immediately spit it back out, still very alive. It's believed the horn shark's spines encourage the angel shark to rethink its meal choice. Bullhead sharks also have cryptic coloration that helps them blend in with their surroundings. This, coupled with a nocturnal lifestyle, keeps them relatively safe from harm. Horn sharks aren't that big, at least when compared to other well-known sharks such as the great white. Most horn sharks are under 40 inches long, and at max length they're just a little over 5 feet. They separate themselves by size and age. Younger horn sharks live in deeper waters, sometimes swimming as deep as 1,000 feet below the waves. As they get older, they move to shallow waters. It takes about a decade for a horn shark to reach reproductive maturity, and how long they live in the wild is undocumented. Aside from their strange teeth, bullhead sharks have strange eggs. These fish lay spiraling eggs that start out soft and fleshy, so that the mothers can shove them into safe hiding places while they take upwards of a year to develop before hatching. Water temperature plays a role in this,
Gonna put
and
that
some
shark in
only
my
need
pocket.
4 months to develop. However, the
I
female
don't know if that
typically
one will
lays
fit in your
2 eggs
pocket.
at a time, with 2-week intervals in between, and lays multiple clutches over the course of a breeding season. In a single year, a female horn shark may lay 24 eggs.
That's a
For more
lot.
facts on bullhead sharks, check out the links below.
That's a lot of eggs. I think it's really cool that they're spiral. Bleh. There's like spirals. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, that shark will not fit in your pocket. Not at all. All right. We have more sharks than we should. But we'll figure that out later. I think we just don't have videos for some of these. Alright. Next we have Jeff, and I literally just pulled up his reveal trailer. So we're just gonna watch this. I hope I do not get copyright claim for this sound. Oh, look at him. Oh my god, he just spat out bubbles. Okay. S tier. What do we have next? I know nothing about this. It was just like Bull sent it, so we're watching this, apparently. And I sure hope I do not get copyright claimed. I do not know if this is copyrighted, so I'm gonna put it at a low volume. Why?
Scary flying shark.
Why?
Scary flying shark. Careful you, it will bite you in the dark. Scary
Do we have
shark.
to watch this entire thing?
Shark. Careful you, it will bite you in the dark. It swam in the sea long, long ago. Hit the bottom of a ship as it passed by below. It died suddenly and then became a ghost. And that's why it flies all over the town.
What?
Looking for children.
This is so long!
Scary flying
It's like 12 minutes long. We're not watching that entire thing. It's like 12 minutes long. I'm putting Scary Flying Shark at a C tier. I don't have a video for Mango. Mango goes in A tier. I mean S tier. And I do have a video for the IKEA shark. We're gonna watch.
IKEA. How do you make quality toys that don't bite your wallet?
F for flying a shark? That's a little mean. We don't have F tier. We just have D tier.
We make sure they're affordable and durable. Very durable.
Wonderful. Shark. S tier. What is this one? Oh, we missed one. Hold on. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we missed the saw shark. That's a sawfish. That shark is not a shark. That's not a shark. Okay, I found a video. There is the saw shark. Oh, and coffee after this, parental unit has said that working on the shark hoodie, is part of one of my chores now, as I need to do something for the creative task.
Here's what comes off a bowl of strawberries when you drop this device in the water. These berries are fresh from the store and already rinsed under the tap, but within 10 minutes the water changes color. What floats to the surface will change how you feed your family. My friend
The name saw shark refers to species that are part of the order Pristiaphoriformes. These sharks are named for their long snouts that have sharp teeth
Yeah,
protruding
didn't we already
from
watch
each
this?
side. They are found in shallow waters in temperate regions and deeper water in the tropics.
Was there 2 saw sharks? There was not. He's right here.
They often travel in schools at the bottom of the ocean.
We watched this.
Large spiracles on top of the head assist with respiration. Saw sharks are often
What the heck? We already watched this.
confused with sawfish, which are a type of ray. Sawfish have large
I'm so confused. I'm just gonna put you there. And those are the both are walking fish. Anyways, this is our finished chart. I'm just gonna take a picture of it. This is our finished chart. Alright. I'm gonna end it here then. Now that we have completed the mission. Hold on. That was pretty nice. That was pretty good. Yeah, we must have forgotten to grade him. Hold on. All right. Alrighty. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Lots of love. Have a good day.